The block around just like the hair on the clock. Just ran in the spot, and they would spin the block around just like and send a lucky pair and a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. Air in the scene, I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eat while I'm well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And they would spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. And then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a to the mall, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do Vikings.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Now KJ Osborne. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take it. Timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 41-yard line.
And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low. Is going to signal for a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Brady going to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
He was brought down by
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 72. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important, especially early in the game like they have.
Running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7.
Timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 1st down, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Brady again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They'll throw again. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
3rd down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
9 and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Fournette with a carry on first down, but he's not going anywhere as he's brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. on 2nd and 13. Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Set. 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, T-Law.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Fournette running out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed, If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. To throw. Flushed out right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
To throw on third down, Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
4-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Again, it's Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on third and long. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down.
Bradley Pinion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Now Osborne to return it. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that 380. Right there, 54, Mike. Alert! Alert, flat, alert.
play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, watch that.
To throw again. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light's still on for him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On the carry.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Vikings.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The ball carrier. The tackle.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the... as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Carolina.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know,
and he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down by
Levante David in on the tackle.
Brings up second.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And away from tying up this game.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Succop for the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense?
Exactly. How many times we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it, but I still think it was the right play.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Corn Elder. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
7 at the 40.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson. Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson. 43 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brady now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
It's now second and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. Third and long after that last sack. The final shot before half for Brady. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Buccaneers.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
This still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Brady now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Now Bridgewater being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Bridgewater now. And that is going to be incomplete. The Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Got a man.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss,
inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson.
Carolina.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Throwing again. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Buccaneers 20. Bradley
following the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
His own 49.
Check. Lucky.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got room. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
My, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Forced out, and the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Mickens to return. 13 yards, the tally on the return there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
gain of 3.
tick,
Brings
tick.
up 3rd and 4.
Play 20.
look to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Christian McCaffrey.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by Levante David. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So this one is over. A victory.